I understand that this channel is not about teaching YouTube tips. It's a faith-based channel. But I decided to make this video because there is too much confusion and too much fear that has been spread by many YouTubers who try to explain what inauthentic content means, and others who keep complaining about demonetization. And this misleading information has affected faceless channel creators the most. As a faceless creator myself, I went through that confusion to the point where I lost motivation and even felt afraid to keep going, until I decided to dig deeper and find the answers for myself by going directly into YouTube Studio and using a feature called Ask Studio. That's where I finally found a real clarity. So I chose to share it, to bring clarity, peace, and restore motivation for faceless creators. And that is the main purpose of this video. If you've been struggling to understand what inauthentic content really means, or what YouTube actually wants from faceless channels, and even after watching multiple videos, you're still confused, or even more confused than before, don't worry. This should be the last video you need to watch about this, because I'm going to explain what inauthentic content really means, in the simplest way possible. So let's get into the main question. What does YouTube really want from faceless channels? What YouTube does not want from faceless channels is creating inauthentic content. So what is inauthentic content? When it comes to the term inauthentic content, there are 5 main patterns behind it, and they are repetitive content or mass-produced content, reused content, minimalist slideshows, modified songs, readings of non-original material. These are common patterns YouTube uses to identify inauthentic content. So now let's cut the noise and break them down one by one. 1. Repetitive content or mass-produced content. Repetitive content means creating videos that repeat themselves across your own channel. Pay attention to the phrase, across your own channel. A lot of YouTubers get this wrong. Many say it means your videos shouldn't be similar to other creators, that you must have a completely unique fingerprint. Others say you shouldn't use tools like ChatGPT for scripts because many people use it. Some even claim that using AI voices, like those from 11 Labs, can make your content repetitive. Others say YouTube demands completely new ideas and doesn't want similar topics between creators. That's not accurate. When YouTube talks about repetitive content, they are referring to your own videos being too similar to each other. In other words, there's very little difference between one video and the next. To YouTube, this signals that the creator is not delivering enough value to the audience. It starts to look more like spam than creativity. Repetitive content does not mean having similar ideas to other creators. For example, I asked, if multiple creators talk about the same topic, like why the Jews rejected Jesus, would that be considered repetitive? The answer was no. As long as you are giving your own explanation and your own perspective, it's not repetitive. Because if similarity in ideas was the problem, then this wouldn't just affect faceless channels. If you watch self-improvement content, you'll notice that many creators teach very similar points. For example, a video titled How to Level Up Your Life will often include points like build a strong mindset, exercise, read books, wake up early, don't scroll first thing in the morning, journal, and so on. That is not repetitive content. That's simply similarity in ideas. Repetitive content is when your videos look alike or offer very little difference in value across your own channel. Mass-produced content. YouTube identifies content as mass-produced when you use a similar template across your videos. This means repeating the same visual style, the same transitions, and the same type of message. For example, one video says God will bless you, another says your blessing is coming, another says God is preparing something for you. To YouTube, this suggests that the creator is not putting real effort into delivering something new and valuable to the audience. If everything looks fully automated, with no variation in thinking, structure, or delivery, it can raise red flags. Uploading at an unrealistic scale can also signal mass-produced content, especially when combined with repetitive patterns. For example, I once came across a channel that had only been active for 1 month, but it uploaded 143 long videos, each between 24 to 36 minutes. I even subscribed to the channel just to see how they were doing it, and I noticed they were uploading about 4 videos every single day. And all of the videos looked the same. Same thumbnails, and each video used just one image from start to finish. That clearly shows content farming, because realistically, it's very difficult for a creator to consistently produce that amount of long-form content every single day. 2. Reused content. This is another area where many YouTubers get it wrong. Some say it means copying someone's script and slightly changing it, but that's not the actual definition. Reused content means taking material from another creator, like video clips or audio, and combining it to create something new without adding your own meaningful input. For example, I saw a channel that creates motivational videos by taking podcast audio, like from The Diary of a CEO, featuring people like Robert Greene, and stitching it together with stock footage. That's a problem. If you're going to use someone else's content, YouTube expects you to add your own commentary. Real commentary with value, not just compilations. Some people take clips and only add text narration. YouTube doesn't want plain text without actual spoken commentary. There must be original input from you. 3. Minimalist slideshows. This is when you simply put together images without clear narration or meaningful commentary. I've seen beginners upload videos that are just images, almost like TikTok-style slides. YouTube doesn't accept that. They're not going to pay you their money for that level of low effort. 4. Modified songs. This is when a creator takes a copyrighted song and tries to alter it, changing the pitch, speeding it up or slowing it down, or cutting it to start from the middle. All of this is restricted by YouTube. 5. Readings of non-original material. This includes content where someone takes text from somewhere else, like a tweet, a meme, or a post, and turns it into a video that simply displays that text. YouTube does not allow that. So, if you're a faceless creator, don't be afraid to use AI. Don't be afraid to use AI voices, scripts, or images. What matters is this. Make sure your videos are different from each other. Make sure your templates vary from one video to another. And if you use other creators' clips, use them with purpose. Add your own explanation, your own analysis, your own perspective, not just compilations. It's almost like YouTube is saying, if we're going to pay you, show us that you're serious. Show us that you're putting in real effort to create, educate, and add value. Not just posting tweets, cutting random clips, or uploading TikTok-style content and expecting to get paid. YouTube is basically saying, hell no! Be serious, add value, be authentic, and you'll get paid. I hope by now you have enough clarity and you're no longer confused. Now go and build your faceless channel, but do it the right way. Love y'all. Goodbye.